you. But how would you say honesty works with both yourself and in relationship? Because we talking about love stuff now. So how honest are you? Are you honest from jump? Are you honest once they've earned your honesty? Because I know the girls get crafty. So
Man, speaking of crafty, I'm gonna take you deep. I'm gonna take you deep. Let's get crafty. We got our black artists.
uh-huh.
You ain't being honest and getting deep if you ain't doing no shadow work. If you ain't tapping into them crunchy bits that you hide, the stuff that you don't really talk about, that bad
Mhm.
got a lot deep within that smile. Like it's our ego that we find our honesty and comfort in because that's how we present. That's what we show. That's our persona. That's our
Mhm.
mask. That's our drag, our garments and things like that. But when you really are able to embrace those not so favorable parts of yourself and fall in love with those things and not be impacted by how people are perceiving those traits of yourself, that's when you start to get honest. Like when you met me, I always told the kids, like, one, I'm not the most social, I'm not the most friendly, like, but that was me embracing those things about myself that I find socially awkward and challenging, and letting folks know, like, don't take it personal. That's just what it is. Like, I will be friendly with you, but you gotta know that I'm not gonna be the one to come in the room and probably give everybody a hug. I might give a few folks a hug, but like, I'm that girl that's gonna skip over you and skip over this for real.
Fact, fact.
What about how
Because I
do
don't
you
know
do?
you like that.
Period. And don't want to. Yeah. Because, you could be a friend later, but at least say hey first before you try to grab my chest.
so so when you're dating somebody, I want to go a little deeper. How long do you wait before you start getting real, getting honest? Is it a jump street type of thing, or do you make them earn it?
It's day one when I'm like, I ain't trying to talk to nobody. I'm like, that's not my strength. That I'm a community organizer, okay? That's where I supreme. Nope, nope.
See,
But I'm a good matchmaker. Because I'm like Cupid. I'm a Valentine's Day baby. So
right.
Cupid fell in love by mistake. So that's tell you how that's gonna happen.
I can see that. I can see that for you. I
Like
can see that for
that
you.
damn arrow then pricked me in my finger.
I don't know. So for me, I'm definitely a day oneer. Like I let everybody know day one. Look, this is what I want. This is what I like. This is what I don't like. This is what makes me horrible. This is what pisses me off. This is what I did to mess up the last time I was in a relationship, and I'm trying to do better with. If you see it, say something. If and I'm laying it all out there like day one, and people, I have been told that it could be overwhelming in the beginning because I am so forthcoming. But like you said, I have done all of that deep work to really be okay with who I am now. Because for a long time, I was not. I was a masterful chameleon. Like I could walk into a room and be who I needed to be in that space. And it was a lot of work and a lot of effort continuously because I had to shift gears constantly. I think now I'm enough of myself to know and appreciate who I am so much so to now I can say you would actually be better if you had. So I'm just gonna give it all out here and let that be what it is. And if you decide that you like what you see, ugly parts and all, then we can rock together. But understand, I'm not trying to be, you know, having orgy parties every weekend. I'm not trying to be your OnlyFans co-star. I'm not trying to let you put your foot on my neck and all this other kind of stuff that these
We
flicks have
could cut for
ruined these
commercial
people's.
break.
I'm just saying, like there are certain things that it's not me. You can go find that, knock yourself
Girl,
out. But it's just really not me, and I'm okay with saying that now because before I probably would have tried a whole lot of stuff that I knew I already didn't like.
how
But
long can
that's
you
just me being
develop?
real.
How long can lived a lie. You know what I mean? I've never been a good liar. That's not in my nature. You can look at my face and tell when I ain't with it.
That's the thing.
That's a
That's real.
that's a
But
real thing.
I also was really good at it. I'm not gonna hold you. I was really good at it. I would, because I knew I wanted I knew I required a certain image. I knew I wanted to live a certain way. And so to get that, I needed to play a certain part. And I knew I needed, because I liked masculine dudes, masculine presenting guys, and they didn't necessarily care for the feminine guys like myself. Okay, I'm gonna put on this jersey and I'm gonna wear these baggy pants and I'm gonna put on my Timbs and I'm gonna go out here and holla at you and be
You was
like,
giving
yo, it's
kids
good.
girlfriend. You was giving like
Well, by the time, honestly, truly, by the time you met me, I was coming more
you was a
into
lady.
who I am. But I'm saying early years, late high school, 18, 19, those
High school
years,
pictures.
I was very much, I was the boy. I
Me
was,
too.
because I knew that was what was going to get me what I wanted. Because if you wasn't DL back in the day, then I didn't want no parts. Now you can't bring no DL male in front of me, because to me, honey, any DL man over 30, and y'all can hate me and drag me if you want to. If you are over 30 and you are DL, grow the fuck up. You are a child, and I don't have no time for it.
And that goes for women too. Women be gay.
I'm just saying, you are too grown and too old at this big age to be still trying to sneak and get what you actually want. Child, get out of my face.
It's deteriorating. You know what I mean? It will harm you from the inside, and it will show up in toxic ways. I think that it
Absolutely.
contributes to abuse against marginalized groups, because sometimes people can't control those urges and those emotions, and they become erratic and they act out. You know, like I've seen it. Like I've seen people who fall in love with you and want to kill you over that. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? Like serious stuff. You know, so like gotta be careful. And that's why that honesty come in. Because if you can't be real with yourself, ain't no way you're gonna be real with me. Ain't no way.
How can I expect you not to lie to me when you lying to yourself on a daily basis? I never understood it. After I got a little older and was paying all my own bills and things, I was
All
like,
all the things.
what do you mean? What do you mean we can't walk into the theater together? What are you saying?
If you
What
DL,
do you
I
mean?
think you try to rob me. I find that suspect. Now you can't come over here. What? Your
Why?
room?
You don't want me to see your
Yes, I
pictures?
got
You don't want me to see
3 roommates. What you mean? And a dog, and she big, and she will
the
bite you. And you can't come over here. But no, I think that answered the question. There was a second part to this question. It was centered around like how we navigate femininity and masculinity. That was also from Antonio.
Okay. And I think that's one of the things too. I see it so often, and I find it funny now. I used to get angry about it, but I find it funny now because there are so many of us that put on this air of masculinity in hopes of attracting someone more masculine in nature. And then as we progress in the relationship, our true nature begins to come out and the femininity begins to show more and more and more. And then the relationship doesn't work and you go your separate ways and you want to blame the person that was themselves from the jump street. No, you can't be mad because you put on airs to hook this person in and draw this person in and make them want somebody that they never really wanted, or make them out, oh, you versatile, until you meet somebody that's a total top, and then all of a sudden you a total bottom, and then 6 months in all of a sudden you want to try stuff, or vice versa. You a total top until you get with a bottom that then all of a sudden they got a big piece, and so now you want to try stuff. And I'm talking from experience.
Try stuff.
And
Child.
so it's those types of narratives. And then you wonder why relationships don't last or that they don't work. It's because you came in inauthentically.
Mm-hmm.
I know that I I have I have a very heavy feminine energy on
Thank
me.
you,
I
Omar.
know this.
You
I know this.
never.
Because I know I'm the trade. But
Period.
with that, I also know that a lot of men, especially in the Black gay community, are not necessarily choosing the children like me. And I'm okay with that
It
now. Now, it may be
children
very
like
interesting.
me though, JL. Because I think we are like two sides of the same coin. It's like I'm just as tender, you know what I mean, emotionally, but I
Right.
present way, and you just as gutter and like about that life emotionally, but you present a certain way. But
And
we
it was so
both
funny
feel like bust
because
ahead,
my
but
ex,
also cook you a meal. Like,
and that's the
both
thing. My
sides.
ex-husband, it wasn't until we moved into our first place together. My ex-husband, he saw me install a ceiling light, he saw me install a fan, and he saw me fix some lights. And
Mountain TVs and stuff,
he was
all of it, all the time.
like you really are a dude. And I was like, yeah, that I didn't know that was in question. Like I didn't know that it was a question. But I mean, because I am multifaceted. But people see me and assume that I'm
That's
one
what.
note just because of how they perceive me.
Mhm. That's that
And that's
surprise.
so problematic.
But the ones that you think are butch be the ones as soon as you hear knock down the stairs. What was that, boy? If you don't get down those stairs and see what that was,
Right.
that,
Or the ones that's busy crying and turn into a whole wife when you behind closed doors, but the minute y'all step outside, everybody want to be looking at me because I'm never mind. Let me
but see,
ooh,
they
I'm saying
based on something going on behind closed door because they know what it is. So they conform when they in one space because they know what it is.
right.
But then when you get in the street, I don't mind being the pretty one in the relationship though. I
And
don't mind.
I tell people all the time, I said I have gotten into so many situations where I have and so many relationships where when we're out in public, people automatically see us together and they think they know the story.
Yeah.
And as soon as we get home, it is the exact opposite of everything they thought.
The car.
The car.
Okay, so we get out the venue.
Exactly. It is the exact opposite of everything that they thought. And it's so funny to me because they sit there and then be sliding in the inboxes and sending messages, not realizing what you offering they don't want.
Mm-mm. At all. But that's the game when you know the secret though. Child. Or, we got the whole notion of one man's this is another man's that. Like don't be out here doing that if you can't do it at home.
Right.
Don't be choosing now.
But
Choosing.
that's also because people try to pigeonhole people into spaces. And that's a whole nother conversation too, because people don't feel like they can be themselves and tell people what they really want. Even though I do believe that porn has ruined sex in our
It has
community.
ruined it completely. It has ruined it completely. There's no intimacy anymore. Like it's just like and I
Everybody trying to go to Pound Town.
what is it?
God, I said the cat.
No, it's just like I know me personally, I've been practicing my celibacy, like on some real stuff. Like I just haven't been feeling the connection. I haven't been feeling the need to like really share myself. And I think that as I grow spiritually, I ain't trying to pull everybody up. You know what I mean? Sometimes like you need to elevate yourself, then match my energy. Like don't come mooching off my energy. And when we vibrate at such a high frequency, we attract people that have low vibrations because they need that pull up. But like
Mm-hmm.
now, it's like no. Cause when my energy was low, girl, nobody was pulling me up. I literally had to pull my up. So it's like, no, I don't want you. And that don't matter if you're top or bottom, a side, in between, verse this or whatever. Like when you're looking for more, I think you start to hold yourself more accountable. So like I ain't perfect, but I know that I'm striving to be better. And I think that if more people start to put more priority in what they're doing and not just do everything with everybody, then we'll start to be able to build those intimate spaces and strong relationships again.
Because I think people, I honestly think that people have developed a phobia of intimacy.
Me, me personally, I have. You know what I mean? Like it's something that I want to share with somebody special, but like I don't want just to like if I was to like hook up with somebody and they was trying to be too intimate with me, I'd be freaked out. Cause I'm like, Why are you trying to like, Oh no.
And see, I'm the other end of the spectrum. Once again, we same coin, the other side. Because I'm the person that's like, if you're not willing to kiss me, then why are you here?
You
If
that
we're
person.
not going to have these moments, like because that's what I need to get my fix. Like I don't get excited off of Pound Town. That does
That's right.
nothing for me.
You gotta preheat the oven before you start baking your
I
cake.
mean, I mean. So for me, it's like if you're not gonna put in that work, then what are you here for? You need one of them folks with the ski mask on, because that's not me.
You might well cut Mario back on, child. Play some Mortal Kombat or something.
I mean, we
Mm-mm.
gonna actually watch this Netflix movie because you lost your mind.
All right. So that's kind of like into our conversation about dating. I
Mm-hmm.
know specifically we had a question from Dr. Driffin.
Uh-huh.
He said, describe dating in, and I put your perspective city because I'm here in Atlanta, and tell us where you are.
I am
You at
in H Town.
H-Town down, A-Town stand up. All right. So tell me about Houston. What's the dating like in Houston?
So I think as a whole, especially now, hookup culture is a thing, and I think everybody wants to be a part of the hookup culture to a degree. However, what I've come to realize is even outside of dating, just creating a relationship in Houston in general is a bit of a challenge. Because people in Houston, I'm used to Atlanta, which I tell everybody is a small town disguised as a big city. Everybody know everybody. You kind of always intertwined. You make these connections, and you kind of continuously bump into these people. Houston, on the other hand, is very siloed. Like everybody is in their own space, in their own bubble, and never really crosses paths unless it's on a quick meetup, greet up, we do what we do, and we go on about our business. And I'll never see you again for 3, 4 months, if then. And so I'm like, I've been out here for almost 2 years, actually about a year and a half now. So it's been a while, but I have not dated in this city yet. Like I have not been on a date since I've been here. And I am a person that dates. Like I date. I
Court
date
me.
with intention. I date. And I can honestly say out here that's not what people are looking for. You're either trying to smash or you're trying to go to a party to go smash. Like I done got most sex party invites than I done got invited to go to church.
And he friend, and he
Child, child, these children will have been in my inbox in this city. But I've never been that person. Like, of all people, like, I've never been that person that's just like, ooh, yeah, let's do this, let's do that. And then no, you got to put in some work. You got to earn this. Come on, talk to me for a couple of times. Let's go on a couple of dates. Let me, entertain some conversations that actually make me like you. Because if I don't actually like you as a person, I can't, I can't actually give you me. Like for real, because my body shuts down. It's non-reactive. Like for real, for real.
what does this button do?
Right.
Nothing.
But what about you? How is Atlanta now since I've been gone?
This you been gone. Well, I don't date like that. I date very quietly, very privately. I know folks. I tend to confuse folks because I'm big on building a friendship with a person that I want to date. Because like if I can hang out with you and like enjoy you, I really don't want to date you. I think a lot of folks be betting on their genitals, and I'm like, it really ain't that hot, sis. Like, calm down. You know what I mean? Like, but I blame the hoes because y'all done told these men that they good men and that they acting a fool, running amok. And I'm like,
Muck.
when they somebody that has standards and somebody that has their own, because another thing, with us being our 28-year-old selves, people always trying to take care of us and things, but like we're self-sufficient. So like you got to come with something better than money. You got to come with something better than sex. And a lot of people lack that emotional intelligence because one, they ain't did no kind of therapy or counseling. And I don't say that to be funny because I've talked to a therapist myself. You know what I mean? Just because it was free.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, hey, let's. I took them 7 sessions. Miss Lady sent me home after session number 3 and was like, you fine. But then so confirmed that in me to know that I didn't have to question my judgment when it came down to people. Because I asked her questions about, why do people get so offended when I really push that, hey, we need to get to know each other as friends before we like start doing anything.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes you can smash on the first night and have a strong relationship. So I'm not saying that either. But maybe you had such a good first date and such a good first like experience with that person that it made you want to go home and like jump their bones or whatever. But like if you got a badass attitude and you have like just piss poor manners or whatever, like and your hygiene not up to par or like it's just
Or
so many
can't hold a conversation.
period. Or your drugs or your alcohol or whatever you own. If you can't handle whatever you doing, you too over consumed with whatever you got going on, like it's not gonna be a match. It's not gonna be a match. No. Next.
I mean, and I'm quick, I will say I am guilty of writing people off quickly, but I feel like after you have been through this journey and then also been married and divorced and been through those trials of figuring it out and realizing what you can deal with and what you can't deal with, there are certain things that are such red flags to me now that I can see day one and be like, yeah, no, you're an idiot. This isn't gonna work.
That's the
It's like, because I can't
two
even hold a
red.
conversation with you, let alone argue with you,
That's your,
because you're gonna feel as though I'm talking down to you.
you have to pray against that. Like pray to be intuitive enough to know when people ain't right. You know what I mean? Cause I can sniff it out when I walk in the room. I already know it ain't gonna be a match. You know what I mean? I don't care where I met you at, and I don't care what I said to you when I met you there. Sometimes you know we be in different places saying different things, but
Fact.
like I know match after a while, I know it ain't a match, and I don't proceed because I have wasted time in relationships. Like anybody I talked to was a waste of time to me because I poured out what I needed, I shared, I grew, I learned, and they stayed stupid. You know what I mean? So I'm the type of person I'm gonna leave you where I found you because some we build people up just to make them better for the next person anyway, and I'm not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. I put the energy into me. You know what I mean? Why not boost myself? With the last person I dated, we bought a house at the same time, not the house together, because no ma'am. But the same week. And then when we talked about it, I say that's a testament to like what we're doing here. Because I could never see myself living with you. I couldn't see myself raising children with you because I don't view you as a responsible adult. I don't feel that you can protect me or keep me safe if something pop off. You know what I mean? I don't think that you even know what's going on in the world around you or care because your head's so far up your phone or up your ass that you can't even like pay attention to me and my needs. Like, how you gonna help me if you can't help me with a dog? I know you can't help me with cheering. You know what I mean? Like,
And
you want
honestly, that was one of the biggest determining factors that caused me to go ahead and move forward with my divorce, because I was like, I had made up in my mind. Because I had got my cancer diagnosis. I was in the hospital, and they had told me to start making arrangements and all the things because mother was about to be out of here. During that time, I woke up one night and they were asleep in the chair. And I looked at them as they were asleep in the chair, and I said, if anything were to happen to me, my children would be completely dependent on them alone. And in that moment, I knew that could never be my reality. And so I had to be like, I'm done. I have to get out of this. And like in that moment, I knew. Of course, I didn't move like I should have as quickly as I should have. But in that moment is when the realization came: this won't be forever like I wanted it to be. And anybody that knows me knows I believe in a forever type of thing,
period.
because I come from a family of that. Like my parents are still together. My grandparents were together until they passed, and all the things. So that's what I know. My aunts, my uncles, all together with the people, with their people. But I just couldn't look because I know children are in my future. and I could not have a child with someone and feel as though I would be dooming that child by leaving them with you alone.
Hell no. No, you know,
I
like,
can't.
not gonna do it.
Me neither. I'm
No.
telling you.
You know, that's why I was talking to you the other day, and I was like, would you be my children's godparent? Because, like, responsibility matters. You know what I mean? You need to know that you can trust somebody with your most prized possessions or whatever. You know, like, cause hoes be out here trusting folks with their man. I'm just gonna let that marinate. That leads us to our next question. From
Absolutely.
my good friend M.T. Streeter, cousin of 7th Streeter. This question is centered around your opinions about casual dating in comparison to, like, exclusively dating. Like, what are our tiers of dating? How do we date?
So, okay. Unpopular opinion alert. Unpopular opinion alert. Unpopular opinion alert. Please understand what I am about to say is a Jayl thing. This ain't got nothing to do with y'all. It is a me thing. It's mine. I own it. It's me.
Heard.
I do not believe in casual dating, especially at this big age I'm at. I date with
Can we
intention. If
can
I
we define casual dating for the viewer?
To me, the definition of casual dating, and this is different for different
Mm-hmm.
people. So this is why I said it's a me thing. Casual dating to me is we are spending time laying up, hooking up, whatever, on occasion, and passing time with no expectations or accountability to one another. That to me is casual dating. I do not casually date. I have, at this stage of my life, a lot of balls in the air, so to speak. I'm doing a lot of things with my life and my time. What I don't have time for is emptiness. So if you are not actively trying to pursue me in a sense of building something together at this stage of my life, I don't have time. I could be making money. I could be doing this. I could be putting that same time that I'm sitting up watching Netflix with you or laying up with you into something worthwhile.
Mm-hmm.
So if we are not dating with an intention, I don't have time.
Mm-mm.
And if we are dating with intention, then great. I'm utilizing this time to really get to know you. And so for that, I don't have 50 million people that I'm entertaining. I don't. I don't have time. I don't have time.
Period.
Time is one of the most precious amenities that we have, or commodities, not amenities, commodities that we have that we can never get back. So what I'm not going to do is waste time on fluff over here and say that I'm taking you seriously over here. That to me is bonkers. If I'm taking you seriously, then let me give my time when I have it to you. I am a whole flight attendant in these streets. I am gone 4, 6 days a week. How would it look if the 3 days that I am here, I'm busy trying to divide it between 6 niggas? That don't make no sense. That's stupid. That's stupid. It looks stupid and it sounds stupid.
Mm-hmm.
But the girls are out here doing it.
Friend,
Me.
hard enough for me to get along with one person.
You tell what?
It's hard enough for me to get along with one person, okay?
I mean,
I don't know.
but what about you? What about, do you casually date?
No. I'm like you, man. At this age of 28, I don't have it, friend. I don't have it in me because I don't say the wrong things, but, like, toxic relationships don't bring out the best characteristics in me.
Mm.
Watch who I expose myself to, because I still can be triggered,
Mm-hmm.
you know, still be gaslit sometimes. So, like, I mean, to date me is literally like forcing me into submission, like a headlock, like, you're gonna be my man, you're gonna be my man. And I'm like, I don't want to be your man.
Come on, Respucia.
But no. Can't go down a water slide. But no.
Got a girlfriend? You do now.
That's how you have to like. That's how it always happens. That's how it always. But now, like I guess I do date casually. Cause maybe not. Cause if we ain't trying to like get to know each other like that, then I'm friends on you so hard, and that does not come with benefits. It don't come with benefits. Nope. Cause that's the sellout. That's the easy part. Like you could get all my coolness, all of my goodness, all of my like good information and advice and all of that just as like a friend. Like, no, I'm gonna cut off some of that. I'm gonna say some of that for my person. And that's gonna make somebody see the worth in investing in it because everybody not gonna get the same. That's why I'm not running amok in these streets. Cause I mean, I almost hit what they call BJ Rooster Child made me a little corner too, but I say, I'm just gonna hold on to my dignity. I'm not gonna shake no more. I'm not gonna shake no more. I keep telling myself, don't shake no more, Zay, don't shake. But you never know, you can meet a man there,
Listen, you can.
But
I think
I don't know. I don't know about casual dating, but I don't know about exclusively dating either. Cause like we exclusively dating, then I think we are moving on a path of intentionality of like being together like long term. Cause if not, why am I cutting off my energy with other people? Cause that's another problem that I have when people want you to, for lack of a better word, slip the pink slip to all your hoes while you play around with them, and then when they act a fool, you gotta go back and recruit and rehire. You know what I mean? Hey, how you friend? Hey, Ed, how you been? I ain't heard
miss you.
while.
Hey, stranger.
You still in Atlanta, girl? No, no. I live in Tula, Mississippi. But no,
I
friend.
don't know. I think that's a big challenge in finding the balance. But I also think that sex convolutes so many things because people have their urges and they want their fix. But the energy and effort that it takes to find somebody that likes what you like and do what you do and wants what you want is a whole job in itself at times. And I think because people don't want to constantly put in that much effort, they have these pieces around for the casual arrangement, and yet and still they do with these casual arrangements all the stuff that people in relationships are doing. But I think so many people are so stuck on terminology and words and titles and depictions that that ain't my boyfriend, that ain't my boo, that ain't my this, that ain't my that, we just kicking it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so define kicking it. Well, we hang out, we do what we do, and da 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 da. Well, y'all are dating. Like,
No.
I don't understand. It's so frustrating to me. It really, really is when I have those conversations, especially with our community, within our community. It's so frustrating. It's so frustrating to have those conversations because they be like, "Oh well, I don't kiss nobody that I ain't dating," but you put your mouth in other places.
Your
What sense do
breath
that make?
anyway. Okay.
What sense
You know.
do that make? You'd rather put your mouth in other places than to put your mouth on their mouth, and their mouth just was on you. Help me understand.
Or they
Right,
want
make it
to put you in
make
public,
sense.
child. I want to run up on you and kiss you at Bulldogs or something. Child, I be like, girl, boo. Girl, you don't back up off me. What's so funny though? And I don't talk much about my personal life, whatever they do. But like, I feel like I haven't met a man that has stimulated me mentally like I have with like some conversations I had with women. When women flirt with me, they go in for the kill. Cause they like a little softness, some a little like they live. And I be like, but it's and they come in for the juggler because they first gonna notice what the deficit. I see you over here by yourself. What you got going on? Are you vending? You an author? Oh, you wrote a book? What is it about? Buying copies and stuff. Like I don't know. The stuff that the boys just ain't doing. You know what I
That's
mean? They don't
the
care that you a
thing.
published author. They don't care about none of that. It's like how big is it and what that mouth do. How
Exactly.
big is it and what that mouth do. I 3 and nothing. 3 and nothing.
But that's my thing. Like I think it also has to do with my feminine nature that I do have. I think it lends me to that. But because people aren't looking for that, they don't know how to handle that energy when I come at them like that. They think, oh, they so clingy, they so this, they so that. Why you all over me already? Oh, you thirsty? No, honey, I'm actually trying to show your dumb ass that I like you a little bit.
And
But
if
that's
you
fine. Don't worry about it. I'm good.
anytime to call your Uber.
Right, because I'm very much there. uh, I gotta work a 3-day trip, so I'm gonna be on. Don't worry about it. I'll see you when I get back, and you'll never hear from me again,
Ever. So when I go, oh honey, it's Casper.
baby.
It's Casper.
Because can't nobody cut you off like an Aquarius cut you off.
But then when you see him out in public, it's like,
No, I'm still gonna speak. I feel, hey, how you? And then as soon as you walk away, I'm telling my best friend everything that happened. Do you know he tried to
I
say
whisper
I was
for the person walk up
thirsty?
on me. I'm like, oh Lord, here come they be known. Hey girl. Hey,
As quiet as it's kept, I gotta roll
hey,
through the Rolodex to remember your name.
how you doing? Long time no see.
Quiet as it's kept, I gotta roll through the Rolodex to remember your
I
name.
got
And
a
I'm
memory.
go real fast.
I guess dogs got good memories. I don't know.
I do not. Like I told you, if you have not significantly contributed to my life in the positive manner, I'll be like, I will run through 50 names. Or you'll just be Suge. You know me. Hey,
Hey,
Suge, how are you? Oh, it's so good to see you.
hey, love. Hey,
Well, all right.
hey,
We gotta go. We was on our way over here. I'm gonna talk to you later. All right, text me.
right.
Bye, girl.
But yes, everybody, that sums up our questions for today, JL. Such a robust discussion, one of many that we'll be having. Looking cute and bringing to you real, because we don't filter nothing, because we the elders
That
of the community.
part. I'm too grown.
Period. But like last week, if y'all have some questions you want us to cover or you have some things you want to talk about, please send me message me, comment below. If you have resonated with anything that we said today, tell us about it. Let us know any of this. How you feel about this same stuff. Don't let the conversation just die out with us. We're just two of many opinions. So we would
Absolutely.
love to hear how you feel, what you think. And let's keep the conversation going. JL, what else you want to add before we dip out on our beautiful, beautiful people?
Feel free to share and do all of the things. Let the people know that this is happening.
All of the
We're going to support Zay in all of this. I will be the guest as often as I am invited back, but whoever is a part of it, I'm sure will give you wonderful perspectives.
Well, I mean, if we
They may not be as
way,
entertaining as I am. However,
who could ever?
they would be great nonetheless, because, Aquariuses bring a certain energy into a
And
space.
see, I ain't even.
So when you get both of us on here,
I ain't want them to know that we had a little Aquafina going on them or whatever. We born in the same week, so we got that synergy.
bam.
Here.
But no. So definitely share, like, comment, post,
How can
tweet,
people
retweet,
find
whatever.
you? How can you be found? What's your followers?
So I am new to this social media game, right? So I am.
So we can get
so
live started, honestly. Shit,
so
elder.
I am on Facebook, as y'all can see on here. I have a Instagram now
Hey,
at
friend, Instagram.
Perpetually Carnegie. Follow me. It's a family page, but I'm the one that's mostly on there most of the time. So follow me there. What other social medias are there? I ain't
OnlyFans.
sharing my Twitter on here.
We're gonna do the raw talk after dark,
Right, we'll do something,
but
but
drop
that'll be
them
another.
later. We'll drop that later.
Yeah. But
But
other than that, y'all can feel free to reach out to me in my inbox. I'm very open and honest and personable. If you ever have any questions or need me to repeat myself on anything that I have said, I done said it once and I'll say it again because I'm grown.
But don't try her because she will gather you.
I'm America's sweetheart.
Nah, grandmama, granddaddy, sign out. Thank y'all for tuning in. If you're tuning in late, check the video out from the beginning. The conversation was dope. And we'll see y'all next week. Bye. Thank you, fam.